Hello everyone, and thanks for entering the second round of the Michelin EWXC in 2025 at Wolwekloof. This rider's briefing is divided into two parts. The first part pertains to this venue and the second part is general to all Michelin EWXC races. Okay, part one. The red loop at Wolwekloof is 14 kilometers long. This race is for Pro Elite, Pro B, Senior Pro, Masters and High School classes. This is race one and this race starts at 8:30 in the morning. The green loop is 12 kilometers, which is for Silver A and B, Club, Pro Mini and Ladies. This is race 2 and this race starts at 10 a.m. The red and green loops are common except for two splits, one at 4 kilometers where the red loop will go up staircase and another at about 7.5 kilometers where the red loop goes down the gully and back up on the other side. Race 1 will run for exactly 4 hours after the last rider has left the start line. Race 2 will run for 3.5 hours after the last rider has left the start line. If you finish your lap after the cutoff, that lap will not be counted. Please get your pit crews to check your average lap times to ensure that you do not go out if you're not going to make the cutoff. Part 2. Navigation. All routes are marked with orange markers which must be on your left hand side. 2 orange markers, one under the other, indicates a turn in that specific direction. Green dayglow means that you are in the wrong direction, you've gone down the wrong way. If you see a lot of small markers together, this means danger, proceed with caution. Orange markers take preference over the GPS track at all times. The GPS track is available on the WhatsApp group. No GPSs will be loaded by the organizers on race day. The GPS is not compulsory, but it's highly recommended. Okay, a big thanks must go to Michelin, Mayfair Gearbox, DC Signs, Fast KTM, Toolcraft, Prepsol, Cycleworks, Empire Graphics, and Bike Kings, etc. for sponsoring this event. Big thanks also to Denise for doing all the admin, Rob and Reese for the timing, and the marshals for assisting on the route. Riders, please ensure that your details are correct on your race control profile and that you do not have 2 race control profiles. Food and drinks will be available for sale at the venue, so please bring cash for this. When you enter the venue, you can set up your pit straight away and then go to documentation table where you'll be handed your envelope. You must then have your race control tag checked at registration. Please guys, this is very important. If you do not sign that you've had your race control tag checked, we will add a penalty to your time should there be a protest. Please also check that you only have 1 race control tag either on you or on your bike. Every rider at every Enduro World event gets issued with a Just Track tracking device. This is included in your entry fee. This will be handed to you at registration. The organizers, medics and pit crews will be able to see where the riders are on the route in real time. For any queries about these units, please speak to Sean at the Just Track gazebo. The tracking unit will be collected from you after the race. Please do not go home with it. Right, timing procedures. Your race tags and numbers must be the same, they must correspond, and these are the ones that we get checked at documentation, and you must just check that your bike number is the same as what your tag number is. You must have bike numbers on your bike. You will be ejected from the start line if you do not have the correct race number on your bike and if it is not visible. Your small seating number is not your bike number. Your tags must please be mounted correctly, facing up or down, preferably on the peak of your helmet, not sideways as the scanner is overhead. Your starting number, which is the small square number you get in your envelope at registration, must be visible on your front number board, not obscuring your bike number. To avoid, please avoid the scanning tent area with your helmet or tags at all times, except when you're racing obviously. No crews or parents may come near the timing control area. The timers need to focus and not be distracted. All right, pre-race paddock and starting procedures. Get into the pre-race paddock according to your seeding stickers. The start will happen with 6 riders in a row and you will be let off 60 seconds apart in 6s. It's a dead engine start until the flag drops. At the end of the lap, go slowly through the scanner tent and confirm with the scanners that they've picked you up. Do not stop in the timing tent, please. It's first gear through the pit lane. We've had a few complaints about speeding in the pit, so please adhere to the first gear rule. When you're refueling, it must be on an environmental mat with a fire extinguisher nearby and you must be off your bike. Guys, be careful out there. There's rocks, lurkers, long grass, stumps, ruts, trees, and lots of mud. That's all part of the route and it's the same for everyone, so take care. Right, some notes on safety. Please be aware that if you come across an injured rider, you're obliged to stop and render assistance. First priority is what you can make race control aware, either by phoning us or conveying the location, either via a marshal or by phoning race control. If you have a GPS, mark the waypoint and send that through to us via WhatsApp picture. Please do not move the injured rider if you do not have to, only if he's in a very dangerous position or if the injury is less serious. All riders must stay on the route. Do not stray from the route, as we will not be able to find you when sending out the sweepers after the race. Pit crews, please stay behind the barrier tape and be very careful when walking around that you're not on or close to the racing line or the pit lane. The number of laps per class will be posted on the WhatsApp group. This board will also be on display during the race at the timing tent. Please guys, don't litter. We'll supply you with a garbage bag. Please put all your papers and bottles in there and then take it with you and put it in your wheelie bin at home. Okay guys, please join the WhatsApp group for this specific event. We'll post some news on there, so please join that group. And yeah, just a thanks for joining Enduro World and thanks for the support.